Welcome to the show, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Doing well, sir. Doing very well. Thank you.
Pumped up.
You're what?
I'm pumped up.
He's pumped up.
He's pumped. Okay.
Far away from his microphone.
Well, I was gonna
Learn
be
your
screaming pumped up.
Yeah,
Okay,
why
that
don't
was
you
a good move.
Why don't you pump yourself up to your sure 58?
Yeah, and let me
Oh.
introduce the voice you just heard. That is Jonathan is back. Our friend Jonathan.
He
How are
returns
you
to
doing,
strike again.
Jonathan, of the Phasmid.
I have
The people
returned.
asked for it. We're giving it to them.
Yes, they did.
They
Oh,
did.
you're giving them something.
Did I tell you guys that my youngest stepdaughter has been wearing my clothes?
You did not.
Yeah, from high school, of all things. Like, that's how she started. Like, do you remember that socks jersey I used to wear? That black socks? I don't know if you guys...
I kind of
Vaguely
remember
remember, yeah.
that, like, she's been wearing that.
Is she wearing like
She's-
wife beaters and Kangles?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that would be vintage me from the 90s, for sure.
Your action figure definitely would come wearing that out.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would say so, yeah. No, but the best, though, is she recently, one of the shirts she took from me, and first of all, she gets really excited when I let her go through my closet. It's like the most excited I've ever seen. Oh my God, she gets real into it and goes and looks through everything. Well, the shirt that she chose was Bellini Day shirt. She chose...
Right on.
For all of you out there who are familiar with the Kids in the Hall, you know the Kids
Touch
in the Hall.
Bellini.
Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about, Chad?
I mean, I know Kids in the Hall, but I'm not familiar with that reference of it.
The guy who wears the towel.
Yeah, Paul Bellini.
He's Paul Bellini.
He's their friend.
He's like naked and wears a towel.
Okay.
And
they
I
had
do
the-
vaguely.
Yeah, and they created Bellini Day for him. So I have a shirt of just Paul Bellini naked with a towel, and that was one of the shirts she took.
Did
That's
you get any
perfect.
feedback? There were people like, what the fuck?
I haven't heard yet. She also took. So I think you gave me a shirt that was like lemon kush or something like that that I've like never worn because it's like too much.
Yeah, right.
It's too much. She fucking
Wears it.
decided. They were like, I don't think you should wear. I don't think you should be wearing that one.
But at the
High
same
school?
time, though,
No.
Yeah,
that is
she didn't
exactly
know what it
the
was.
type of
You know,
shirt.
she didn't know what it was.
That's exactly the type of shirt you would have wore circa 97, 98,
Exactly.
99 at a Fish concert.
Very much so. That would have been like perfect. I'd wear that with my DEA hat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask this?
Or your
Yeah.
moose hat.
Do you have a bunch of your high school fucking clothes?
I have some stuff. I have some stuff.
You're such a
I mean,
diva.
it sounds like enough that she's rummaging through it.
I just keep
Such
a
a
couple
diva.
memento things from like different eras of my life.
Sentimental,
That's
you
okay.
This
dummy.
guy's in his fucking early 50s, mid-50s.
Not his
Yeah.
mid-50s, you jackass.
I'm literally a year older than you, pal.
I mean,
Well,
he looks like it, but he's
I
had
mean-
a hard life.
Oh my God, we need to leave this conversation. On that note, let's go home. Here we
Music.
go. All right, let's
Giddy up.
let's get this show on the road.
Outta
Okay.
here.
Now, today we've got a amazing battle between two elite debaters,
Oh,
mass debaters even.
yes.
Kirk
Legendary.
versus Jed.
Yes, indeed. Chronic
Yeah.
masturbators. We can't help ourselves.
Yeah, and Jonathan's going to help us out and be our hung juror today.
Fun.
Yep, hairpin turn.
There
So,
you go.
we rolled before, and Kirk won. He gets to choose either time or topic. Let me give you your category first, and then you can choose.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
We're going to go with classic desserts.
Oh,
Classic
Something
desserts.
very dear to my heart,
boy.
of course.
Okay.
Classic desserts. Time or topic, sir?
You know what? I'm going to go time this time.
He's going time with the time.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Shaking
Jed
it
is
up.
topic. So that being said, do you want to go first or second?
I will go second.
He's going to go second.
he's going
Jed,
second,
you're
too.
up first. He's going to put the pressure on you, buddy.
Yes, he is.
All right. Are you ready for your clue?
I'm ready for the clue.
All right. Are you Alan Alda or are you Eddie Murphy?
I guess I'm going to go Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Okay. So that means you're Alan Alda. All right. On that front, classic
Interesting.
desserts.
We're going to get letters.
So I'm going to tell you, and just to let you know, you got 90 seconds for
90
your opening
seconds.
arguments. Are you ready for your topic?
All right, bring it.
Okay, the topic is, since you chose Eddie Murphy, you are chocolate.
I knew it.
And It's ice cream. We're talking ice cream
Ice
here,
cream.
sir.
Ice
Chocolate
cream.
ice cream. And you, sir, Alan Alden, are vanilla.
All right.
All right. So,
All right.
90
I can't even do
seconds.
Alan Alda. I don't know why.
starting now.
All right, so it's the ice cream debate. And you know what? I picked well because, chocolate is my favorite flavor. I mean, chocolate is it's such a rich flavor, and there's so many things you can do with it. It's like whenever you throw it into a combination, chocolate's always kicking it up that extra notch, And it's great for sundaes. It pairs awesome with caramel, sprinkles. I mean, all the things you want to throw in there, dude. I mean, nuts go great with chocolate.
Nuts.
I mean,
do.
people
You're right.
freaking, they
Nuts.
dip them in actual chocolate. Why not put the nuts in your fucking chocolate ice cream? Fucking whipped cream. See, whipped cream's already kind of a vanilla-ish thing anyway. So, vanilla, whipped cream on vanilla, it's like, what the fuck you doing? It's a gigantic pile of redundancy. But no, you add whipped cream onto chocolate, it actually enhances the chocolate. It makes it better. So chocolate's a better thing to pair things with. Vanilla, oh man, dude, you got fucked. I'm sorry, dude. Horrible. Just horrible. I'm going to cede my time. I'm going to leave 28 seconds just because I got to take the title back from fucking Goolsby and, chocolate, dude. It's going to whoop the fucking floor with you just on its own merits. Everybody knows chocolate's better.
Hey, are you ceding your fucking time, or are you just going to keep running your goddamn mouth?
You see your
Now
time at
you're,
30
now you're
seconds.
using some of my
And you
fucking time. that I
use
gave
13
up.
seconds
8,
to see
7,
your time.
6, 5, 4.
And that's it. Time.
2.
Oh, time's up. All right. Okay. There you go.
All right. So we've got his opening statement. Now we've got Kirk's. 90 seconds starting now.
Yeah, I got 2 points to make. Number one, in your fucking tirade of bullshit you just went through, you just listed off a bunch of shit that wasn't chocolate. That's great on chocolate. Fan-fucking-tastic, man. You fucking really nailed it there. That other shit needs to fucking be a crutch for chocolate, or it just can't pull shit off on its own. And I know that's maybe not the fucking argument you tried to make, but that's the argument you made. Second off, guess what? You know who loves fucking chocolate? Women. Women love chocolate. Jed, are you a woman?
No, I'm not a woman.
I didn't ask. It's a rhetorical question, Jed. You don't
It's
have
not
to
rhetorical
chime
because
in.
I'm not.
Hey, sir, you don't talk during this period.
Yeah. What bastard would start talking during somebody else's opening statement? Don't answer that. That was a test. Another rhetorical question. But my point is this, Jed, we're going to talk about vanilla and the versatility of vanilla. And yeah, you know what? Vanilla might be plain to some people, but vanilla's a blank fucking slate. And it invites you to bring what you want to the game. Vanilla's there, and it doesn't need to be held up by other things, but it's there to support other things when you want to add them to it.
Time. All right, great opening statements. Good job, fellas. Now we've got the balls to the walls question and answer session. All right, so Jed went first last time. Kirk, you're going to start by asking questions of Jed. You have 3 minutes starting now.
Jed, you're under oath. Do you hate vanilla?
I didn't say I hate vanilla.
I'm
but
not
when it
asking-
comes down
yeah.
to which one's better, it's chocolate.
Okay, why? Tell me why.
You're sitting there talking like, oh, it's foundation. You piss all over mine like, oh, it needs other things. Whereas you're sitting over there with your tasteless blank fucking slate telling me, oh, it's like you basically described your vanilla the same way I described chocolate and then tried to attack me with it. You going to ask me a question on that? Come on.
Yeah.
Question and answer.
Where do you get the fucking gall to say something like that? That's pure fucking nonsense.
That's not pure nonsense. That's, I think, 100%
So-
on target.
Can you tell me anything about the history of chocolate?
I mean, I probably wasn't a thing until they discovered the coca bean, whenever that was.
Cacao.
There you go.
Can we use the right terminology, please? So I need to know what you have against vanilla that you're going so hard. saying
I
that
am see you're trying to turn this into I hate vanilla thing. I love ice cream, all flavors, but my favorite is chocolate because chocolate is the best. You're talking about, oh, vanilla's a blank slate when you make shit out of it, it's like, nah, see, chocolate, it doesn't need anything to go with it. It can be eaten perfectly fine on its own, but anytime you add something to it, it's not just, your blank slate that's getting something created. It's chocolate and something else coming together to make something even better. And that's the thing. It's a fusion thing, not a blank slate. And chocolate is the fucking king of fucking things. as far as ice cream's concerned, in my
Of
opinion.
things.
Yeah, real fucking poetic.
I
I want Mary to write that down. It's going to be on fucking T-shirts tomorrow. Chocolate is a thing, or whatever the fuck you even said.
It's a great part of things.
Let me tell you something. True or false, Jed, all ice cream starts as vanilla ice cream before shit is added to it.
I don't know. I don't know how to make ice cream.
Well, that's unacceptable. I'm asking you true or false. I didn't say I don't know is a fucking option.
I imagine you start with cream.
Hey,
All ice
quit
cream
using
start
your
with
fucking
cream,
imagination
hence
and using an
ice
encyclopedia.
cream. But
I want
cream is
real
not
facts.
vanilla. Cream is fucking cream.
No.
Vanilla, you have to add vanilla extract to vanilla ice cream to make it vanilla.
Well, you'd
So
have
not
to
all
prove
ice
that
creams
to me.
start as vanilla, because I lied. I actually have made fucking ice cream before.
Oh, well, holy shit, folks. What a revelation. And when was that, Jed, that you just pulled out of your fucking memory bank that
I
you
was
made
like,
ice cream?
well, it's California, so I'd have been between the ages of 8 and, well, actually 7 and 9.
Yeah, California, huh? What do we know about them?
They taught.
Potheads.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
Liberals.
but I wasn't a pothead at that
Wow.
age, and you're a pothead, so and a liberal. So what the fuck?
Time.
Well, I didn't
Time.
say it was a bad thing. I just said it was a thing.
Okay. Wow. Great question and answer, fellas. You guys have got the energy today. Really got the energy up and tearing each other's assholes up. Okay. That brings us to our next segment, which
That
is
brings me to my questions and answers. You always
the
do that.
questions and answers of Jed. That's where I was going. Okay. That's where I was going. Let's go. All right, Jed. You got 3 minutes. Go.
So, all right. So you call it a blank slate. I mean, what is a blank slate? It's something that has nothing going on that you add into. So how is what you said about chocolate? You used that attack. You basically described what you were attacking chocolate for.
Have you ever seen an episode of Bob Ross?
I have seen Bob Ross, yes.
He starts off.
He does paintings.
He does. You're goddamn right. This guy gets it.
I got it.
Yes, he does paintings.
It's
Council will refrain while other council
You're the
is
juror. I'm
arguing.
the moderator. Shut the fuck up. You're eating into his time now.
This
Go.
is a kangaroo court.
But what does Bob Ross have to do with ice cream? I'll ask
I'm
you.
bringing up the blank slate, man. He starts with a fucking empty canvas and he builds from there. That's what vanilla is offering to you. That's what vanilla is offering to every goddamn child in the world that wants to have an incredible birthday
Here's the
or
thing.
a incredible celebration, or maybe an old person that wants to celebrate. They want a canvas, Jed, in which they can fucking put their feelings and emotions that they work all week for onto some ice cream. And what better fucking opportunity than vanilla?
Right.
Chocolate. But other
Maybe.
than that, tons of things.
Chocolate.
Vanilla would be further down the list than second or third for me, but a blank canvas, though, I mean, how does that support your ice cream? You absolutely have to add something to it. You're just going to sit there and eat vanilla by itself? Who the hell does that?
I do. I'll sit in the corner of a fucking dark room and I will eat vanilla ice cream until the cows come home, buddy.
Is it at least French vanilla?
What the fuck does it matter to you, you fucking sick bastard? Is that even something you ask a man?
I'm the sick
another
bastard.
man?
Vanilla
You're the one
bean.
who's sitting in the corner of a room eating ice cream.
Yeah, I'm smeared it on my lips and I'm licking it off and it's fucking delicious.
Oh.
Back to the argument,
like
though.
that
I mean,
visual.
Oh, is
come
there
on.
an argument being made? Ask a fucking question.
yeah, I'm asking you questions. So what else? I mean, all right, what else do you have other than it's a blank canvas? I mean, what makes vanilla better than chocolate?
What makes vanilla better than chocolate? 'Cause chocolate is fucking intrusive. Not everybody needs chocolate. It's fucking rich. Sometimes there's too much of that shit. When was the last time you said there's too much vanilla in this motherfucker? Never. Vanilla offers an opportunity to have as much as you want and not have to fucking worry about feeling sick and heavy. Chocolate can be too much, Jed.
It's all things in moderation. It's not a mark against which one's better. How's that a mark against which one's better?
Because I'm telling you vanilla's better, you sick fuck.
You with no evidence?
What do you think I just spent the last fucking 10 minutes doing?
Time. You guys need to just cool it a little
Well,
bit.
this is personal.
I mean, I could tell this one's really fire.
Really got his sprinkles up over there.
Jesus.
My jimmies. I prefer the term jimmies.
He first. Okay, all right. On that note, we're gonna go to our hung juror now for the analysis, and hopefully he gives the BPM spur of the moment. But I want to hear your analysis first. What do you think so far of the debate?
This court has carefully listened to both arguments and finds some merit in both arguments. However, this court is seriously troubled by the arguments veering into race, gender, politics.
When did that happen?
Well, I can remember. I can remember gender.
I believe the court is speaking. So, counsel,
I'm
he's
not the counsel,
he's
sir.
the judge.
He's the court.
I'm the court.
this
son
is
of
the
a bitch.
Supreme Court.
What do you got a goddamn opinion about it?
Because the Constitution. I'm here to interpret these arguments against their validity in accordance with our Constitution. And counsel, if you have a problem with that, perhaps that is because you seem to envision a United States that is only vanilla, that
Well,
is
that's true.
only liked by men.
So I think you would say I did get the BPM
No, I
spurt of
would say
brilliance.
you will refrain from commenting during the decision.
I think that comment was kind of the spurt of
Put it
brilliance.
in an amicus brief.
So who got that spurt of brilliance?
The spurt of brilliance
Yes.
lies with Jed for realizing that all ice creams are in fact created equal, that they are only iced creams, is enshrined in our country's Constitution and in our Declaration of Independence.
Specifically in the dairy bylaws.
Counsel will refrain from speaking right now. In fact, all ice cream begins as sweetened iced cream. It does not begin as vanilla, as counsel argued.
So he's basically just arguing for him?
No.
Is that what's going on?
I am destroying your
Yeah,
argument
you're
because
not
your
supposed
argument...
Well, you're not
do that.
supposed to do that. You're
Yeah,
supposed to critique it.
I'm inclined to send this back to the appeals level.
The appeal's noted.
The appeal has been noted. Now we're going to move on to closing arguments.
Fair.
So, Jed, you have
I
to
will
go
be
first.
in my
the
closing
closing
arguments,
arguments, you have 60 seconds starting now.
So Kirk's going to go on in his closing arguments about the whole blank canvas philosophy of ice cream. And, if you're going to take a blank canvas, he called chocolate essentially a blank canvas. Wouldn't you want your blank canvas to bring its own flavor profile to it? I mean, you talk about great artists. I'm sure they picked particular canvases that they would work on. They wouldn't just go with anyone that's just put out in a real vanilla style. So,
Ooh,
chocolate.
Fun.
It goes
got
great
layers.
with everything. It goes great with whipped cream. You can put fucking M&Ms on that shit, nuts. You say, it needs all these things. And it's like, nah. The ice cream is always the foundation, and you want that foundation to have a taste. And the best taste is chocolate. It releases endorphins. It makes you feel happier. Vanilla doesn't do that. Vanilla just reminds you that it's fucking Monday. Well, I said endorphins. Endorphins, yeah. So it makes you happy.
Makes you horny.
Okay, fine. That does that as well. So, but one more vote in my count, right? So,
Time.
God damn it. Okay.
Kirk, are you ready? 60 seconds. Go.
All right. I liked your Monday line, by the way. I think it got ruffled by that. So, but here's the thing, man. Yeah, you again proved that it's all about chocolate as a crutch, not as the fucking, the beautiful thing that is on its own. You're talking about all this bullshit that needs to be added to it. Vanilla is pure. Vanilla is extracted, and then you add it to other things to bring them life. Chocolate it's good. But, I mean, it's your taste that you think it's so much better. Why push that on everybody? Why not understand that at chocolate's base is vanilla? And then going from there, you can add whatever you want, man. It doesn't have to be a one fucking Jed vision of the fucking world. Let people live their fucking lives, Jed. Haven't you learned from history? You're a history guy. So fucking just look at history. When one person tries to push their fucking view, we all lose.
One thing I will say, best chocolate,
You don't get to
Swiss.
say time. You don't get to
Never
say
fought
shit.
anybody.
You don't get to say shit. Till the fucking debate is over,
Swiss
pal.
chocolate. Okay.
Never fought anybody.
Wow, that was...
Yeah.
I did not expect the intense rivalry we'd get out of two
chocolate
simple
and
things
vanilla?
like chocolate and vanilla.
They've been warring since chess.
Time immemorial.
And I'm I was curious as to why nobody brought up Neapolitan ice cream.
Well, that's the utopian bullshit. No, get that out of here. The
Whoa.
strawberry.
We're not
Whoa.
arguing.
Don't bring the strawberry into this.
I was just commenting.
Interesting point.
I was just
fair
saying
enough.
comments.
I think
That's
there
all.
was too much unity in Neapolitan
Yeah.
ice cream for this debate.
Too much unity. Okay, I would have maybe thought, oh, it'd be cool to be like, which one goes better with the strawberry?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the beauty of Neapolitan, though,
It's
is
the
having the,
yeah.
the Trinity, the Holy Trinity.
Yeah, it is kind of
of
a
ice
holy
creams.
trinity of ice
Yeah.
cream. That's true. Although Carl Shaw would not say that. He hates it. Hates
Oh.
Neapolitan
Jesus.
ice cream.
How does he feel about people that like it? Is he against them?
I rub it in his face all the time.
I will
'cause
say
I
with
like
the Neapolitan, though, the side that tends to be
You like
left is
Neapolitan?
the vanilla.
That's bullshit.
That's
At least in my
bullshit.
house, it
Not in
always
my
was.
house. No way,
No.
man. I like even.
I don't buy that.
I even. I go even
This
around.
guy gets it. Nobody's got Neapolitan and at their disposal and can just fucking go with, I'm just going to get a little chocolate.
That's
Fuck
just
that.
wrong.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
you.
would go horizontal
Selfish.
across that.
That's 'cause you're a selfish
different
bastard.
kind of fucking person.
You're a selfish son of a bitch. That's why you would steal everything and leave the.
See,
vanilla.
he's upset about the chocolate being gone.
Of course. Who wouldn't be? I'd be upset if any of them being gone.
Right.
You know, I also thought a good argument would have been vanilla's versatility.
Well, he
and
did that with the
chocolate.
blank canvas.
You guys, I felt leaned into the opposite things as I thought you would. I thought, you know, because you attacked the versatility, and you thought chocolate is not as versatile as
I was waiting
vanilla.
for
Come
him
on.
to call shenanigans on that.
Yeah, but that's how he went. He was like, "Oh, chocolate goes with everything," but really, vanilla is the one.
Well, I said the exact same
You
thing
did
as
say that.
him
You
in
did say
different
that.
words. Yeah. So
But
Which
I don't
I
know. What do you
attacked
think?
you with
What do you think,
immediately.
Jonathan?
That was fun.
Jonathan's got nothing else to say. He's real pissed about his.
No.
United States
This court is
Constitution
carefully
bullshit.
considering all these arguments. What strikes me is that both sides are arguing that they are best, when in fact all ice creams begin and are created equal.
He's not lying. That's why Neapolitan's so awesome.
No,
You know?
that's.
hey, I wouldn't.
But
turn
it's
it down.
interesting that you
Neapolitan
don't
is so-
include.
And who
Yeah.
doesn't turn down, like, one of the greatest things was the swirl.
And on that note, guys out there, please, who won the debate? Was it Kirk or was it Jed? Vanilla or chocolate? Let us know in the comments. We would love for you to do that. And like and share as always. Spread the word. We're trying to get our shit out here, get everybody listening because we're fun and kind of lame at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Before
it'll make
you
you feel
vote.
better in your life. So,
Before you vote, consider your immortal soul. How would God vote on this?
That's true.
There you go.
or don't, or just like get
Vote.
drunk one night and be like, I'm gonna thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's all
There
you
you
got.
go.
That's all we
January
really care
6th.
about.
Go
So,
for it.
all right, thanks guys. Everybody have a good one.
Later.